Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to Dobbs.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Neal. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Touchdown, Saints. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now Love.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Purdy now to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Purdy.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And now Love going to change things up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete. The Packers at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Love. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
I want you to make sure you remember this because you won't score again.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down. Love eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Driver. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And he returns this to the 22. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Neal.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Purdy.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Neal.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second down and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.